YouTube, welcome back to the Hotshot Haven, bring you more informative content. Man, this is part 2 of 11K down. I believe my truck caught the virus. Hey man, ain't nothing like driving through the mountain, making you running good lanes, getting to that paper. You know how that go, man, keeping it loaded and going. But man, what do you do when you go up in the mountains, man, and you have issues, man? First of all, hey, it was a 2-part run, one drop in Colorado, one drop in Utah, man. First of all, we dropped off some fiberglass forms for some construction work that was being done. We dropped those off early that morning after spending the night in Denver. Shout out to Denver, yeah, man. But yeah, we got out of there first thing in the morning. By the way, training the drivers, soon to be owner operator, man, doing a great job. But yeah, we backed it out of there. Second part of that load, as you can see, is a little lawn tractor. Hey, that lawn tractor probably weighs like 1,800 pounds, man, give or take a couple hundred pounds. It's not that heavy at all. So we anticipating a good run going up through the mountains. Hey, we finna go from Colorado to Utah, drop it off. Hey, coming up out of there that morning, man, everything looking good, not a care in the world. Check the truck, pre-tripped everything, and it seems like as soon as we came out, there goes the tractor. You know, like I said, doesn't weigh anything, over secured as normal. We go up in the mountains, and the first thing we notice, hey man, the truck seems to be not performing as normal, and we checking the temperatures and everything. It seems like the temperature's going up, so we pull it over. Hey, get that checked out. Come to realize, hey man, the fan clutch is gone. So come back, the dealer said, hey man, which I already knew in the process of driving back 1,900 miles, truck need a turbo. Hey man, turbo hurt, we get a turbo, they about their money. So in the process, they want to charge me $9,800 to do the fan clutch, the turbo, change transmission fluid. So I called Geno's, man. This was coming in with knowing where to get the tools from fast, man. Overnight service, man. Got that fan clutch wrench in. So when the truck came out of the dealership, I'm waiting and raring to go with this fan clutch wrench, because I could do the work. I could save $4,000, just about $4,000, because the original price was $6,000. I ended up getting a $7,000 bill, and they were talking about $9,800 at first. So I could save like basically $4,000. This was having tools come in there, y'all, man. Hey, stock up on your tools. I had a real slim wrench with a flex head on it, ratchet, that I used to put on the part of the wrench that holds the fan pulley stationary, and this part of the wrench is used to break the 48mm nut. Okay, first of all, you want to take all your fan shroud bolts out, your nuts out. Hey, when you take them out, if you're doing this by yourself, put the nuts back on the bolts, not only to keep up with them, but it's going to aid you in getting this fan shroud out, because those bolts are going to want to try and go back on the hole. So screw them back on. As you can see, it's going to help you though in the long run, you know, fighting it out of there. First thing you want to do is squish that thing like an accordion. It will fold up and end up being half its size. This will greatly aid you in getting that fan assembly out with the clutch attached. Then you place your wrenches, one on the pulley, on the bolts of the pulley, and one on the 48mm nut, and you break that nut. Now that nut is on there pretty tight, so you may need a breaker bar and brace that other thing up against, you know, something, and you can break that bolt, and it's not easy. I mean, not that hard. So once you get that bolt broken, you'll go back and you'll proceed to unscrew that fan clutch assembly and bring it out with the fan shroud as a whole. That's going to be important for you. When you get it out, it's simply 4 bolts. Take that fan clutch off of that fan, reinstall the new fan clutch on, and proceed to go back with your installation the same way you took it apart. Also, in the process of doing all this stuff and running, I noticed I was having some abnormal brake pad wear on my passenger front side of my white truck. So I investigated that. Come to find out, it was one of the pins in the bracket was frozen. I never had to put brakes on this truck, so I inspected it, but I did not know that pin was sticking. So once I came to that realization, I went and bought a brake caliper bracket, pins, and one of the real big reasons why these pins freeze is because of lack of lubrication in a high heat environment. So one of the primary things I did was lube those new pins and replace the brake pads. The rotor was not very worn at all. It had a little small spot in it, but it was negligible. I felt it could go back. And throughout the process of that, actually saved even more money. When everything was said and done, I had saved $4,000 in the process, because there is a part 3 coming to this video, you guys. Hey, it's gonna be a little bit more than $11,000, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you how it happened, man. And then, hey, it's just stuff that happens. But like I say, you gotta be prepared. Hey, keep your head up, stay safe, man. Keep your family safe, man. And whatever you gotta do to get that money and be safe and healthy, yeah, hey, do that, man. This the Hotshot Haven. We gonna holler at you back out here, man. Y'all be careful out there.